Good afternoon. Welcome to RRC Polytech. My name is Fred Meier. I'm the President and CEO. I have the distinct pleasure of introducing the Deputy Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister Freeland.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Fred. Thank you for the warm welcome. And thank you very much to the students, the award-winning students, who are here with me today, and for the great tour that I've had. Very, very inspiring for me. So, good afternoon. I'd like to begin by saying that my thoughts are with the students, teachers, and families affected by yesterday's incident at Fort Gibraltar. Thank you to the first responders and the staff at the Children's Hospital for acting so quickly. And I really hope that everyone who has been injured recovers quickly and fully. Je tiens à souligner que nous sommes réunis sur le territoire du traité numéro 1, qui est le foyer, les terres traditionnelles des Anishinaabe, des Inuits et des Dakota, ainsi que la patrie nationale des Métis de la Rivière Rouge. I'm so glad to be here in Winnipeg today with some of the incredible students and staff of Red River College Polytech. I had the chance earlier to tour the Motive Lab and the Smart Factory and to meet some of the amazing women of the Women of Steel program. These are some great young women learning how to weld, and they really, really inspired me. What people are learning about here is the kind of technology that is absolutely essential to our clean, innovative, and growing Canadian economy. So I really want to start by saying to everyone, to the students, to the teachers, thank you very, very much for the incredible work you do every day. You are building Canada. You are driving the growth of the amazing country that we are so lucky to call home. And I'm really glad to have had the chance to spend some time with you. Now, speaking of Canada's economy, we had some good news earlier this week. Canada had the strongest economic growth in the G7 last year in 2022. And just yesterday, we learned that Canada's GDP grew by 3.1% in the first quarter of 2023. Dans les 4 premiers mois de 2023, près d'un quart de million d'emplois ont été créés dans l'économie canadienne. Aujourd'hui, il y a 907 000 personnes de plus sur le marché du travail par rapport à l'époque où la COVID a frappé, et nous avons maintenant récupéré 129% des emplois que nous avions perdus au cours du premier mois de la pandémie, comparativement à seulement 115% aux États-Unis. À seulement 5%, notre taux de chômage est près de son creux historique. This is all great news for Canada. But we also have some real challenges. One is a lack of skilled workers. And that is something which is constraining the economies of industrialized countries around the world. It's constraining our economy. As we work to build a clean economy in Canada and to double the number of new homes by 2032, attracting more people to the skilled trades will be ever more important. So to the people who I met today, to the people who are behind me, we need you. Thank you very, very much for learning how to do these absolutely essential jobs. With the fastest growing population in the G7, welcoming new Canadians is one powerful and particularly Canadian solution to this lack of skilled workers. So too is our Canada-wide system of affordable early learning and childcare, which is saving Manitoba families an average of $2,610 per child this year. Early learning and childcare means more women will be able to choose both a family and a great career. And I hope some of them are going to come here to Red River College to learn some great skills. And in fact, some of those young women in steel who I met are mothers. And they need childcare to be able to learn skills to take care of their families. Another essential pillar of expanding our workforce and growing our economy is ensuring that working people in Canada have the chance to learn and upgrade the skills they need. That's why our government is investing heavily in skills training, so that students like the ones here at Red River College are able to get good paying jobs and build an even brighter future here in Manitoba and across the country. For example, this spring, we provided an additional $200 million for the Student Work Placement Program, because we know how important co-ops and internships are in helping students learn the skills and receive the training they need. And I bet you the guys behind me could tell you about that. We also invested $470 million in our 2021 budget to create a new apprenticeship service, which helps employers hire first-year apprentices in red seal trades. Our government will continue to invest in our incredible skilled workers here in Canada. We're going to invest in the training you need to get great careers, to support great lives. Our economy depends on you, and our economy depends on the excellent training that you receive at places like Red River College and at other great polytechnics across Canada. And I just want to say to everyone here, I value your work so, so much. I value the work of the teachers. And you know what? Above all, I value the work of the students who are making the investment in themselves. And we're counting on you to build Canada. So thank you very much. Okay, I'm ready to answer your questions.
Now take questions from media, one question, one follow-up, and I'll just ask that you give your name and outlet before going.
Hi. Hello, Deputy Prime Minister Jill Makashon with CTV National News. You spoke about the GDP, good news. We also saw an increase in inflation in April, not such great news. Economists are saying, this could all potentially lead to another increase. The Bank of Canada overnight rate will be announced, I think, this week. Are you concerned?
The Bank of Canada will make its announcement next week. And Canada has had a long-standing and actually pioneering practice of central bank independence. So I'm not going to comment on the bank's decisions. I will say that our governing institutions, very much including the Bank of Canada, are such an important underpinning for Canada and a reason that Canada really works, a reason that investors have confidence in investing in Canada, a reason that Canada has our AAA credit rating is the strength of our institutions, including an independent Bank of Canada. On inflation, let me just point out that it has come down very significantly from 8.1% in June. That is real progress, and that is making a real difference in the lives of Canadians.
As a follow, I guess we'll talk about workers. When President Biden was here, there were big announcements made about EV and potential growth in the mining sector in Canada. Are you concerned that we really don't have enough workers, not just for industry, but to drive all economic growth in this country?
Look, I would much rather have a situation where we have really low unemployment, and unemployment in Canada is at 5% right now, close to historic lows, and where when I talk to businesses, they say, I really need more workers. That's a good problem to have. It's much, much better than the reverse, which is people who want to work who can't get a job. And during COVID, when we had the deepest economic crisis since the Great Depression, and when 3 million Canadians overnight lost their jobs, our government's unrelenting focus was jobs, jobs, jobs. Because I believe so strongly that the single most important thing in a person's life, the difference between a good life and a really hard life, is whether you have a good job. And that's why I'm here, actually. is to celebrate the people who are investing in themselves so they can have a great job and a great career. Now, you are totally right, Jill, that I believe Canada is poised on, actually is already launched into an era of incredible economic growth, an era of growth in industry as we build a clean economy, and an area of growth in some of our traditional sectors of strength, like natural resources, because Canada is very, very well positioned in terms of our endowment of critical minerals and metals. And absolutely, that means one of the things our country needs is more skilled workers. Our government is totally committed to investing in places like Red River College so that Canadians can get the skills they need.
Okay, thank you very much. That concludes today's press conference.
Okay, well, it was nice to see you guys. And I just do want to conclude by celebrating the hardworking Winnipeggers who are here on a hot day learning some really important skills. The guys who are behind me are learning how to repair big trucks. And actually, over the summer, I spent a lot of time visiting trucking companies. Every single place I went to told me one of the constraints was they didn't have enough mechanics. So thank you guys for learning to do what you're doing. I think you're going to have a job in a nanosecond after leaving here. Some of them already have jobs that they're going to. And thank you very much for training people to have the skills Canada needs. Okay, bye.